Welcome back to the Green Beans Go channel. It's your host, me, and today I just want to talk to you guys a little bit, let you know about some of my ideas for the upcoming NFL season, because a lot of you I know are here from my Dinger Tuesday videos. You really enjoy my breakdowns every week, and I know that that is coming to an end. We only probably have a few weeks left, so I want to transition over to probably my favorite sport and favorite league, and that is football and the NFL. And last year, and partially the year before, a lot of you also probably know me from Reddit. I would post statistics for the first touchdown scored in the game. I would list by position, and I would list by team and frequency, and a lot of people really liked that. And this year, I think I'm going to up the stakes. I think I'm going to up the ante, and I've been working on this touchdown tracker for the NFL that hopefully can help us make some informed decisions. But before I really go off on a tangent about that, I want to make one thing very clear at the 1 minute mark of this video. When you build a sports betting model, the number one thing you need is data. Data, as much data as possible. In order to tell if something is reliable, you need a massive sample size. The NFL has under 20 weeks in its season. Guys, that's not a legitimate sample size. The reason that the MLB and even college basketball and some of these other leagues, soccer and such, are easier to handicap and easier to build models for is because there is data. All right, these leagues are much grander. They play more games. They don't change so much in the offseason, right? The NFL shifts players and shifts coaching staffs and shifts schemes every single year. So from 2023, holy cow, to 2024, there is a massive difference in every team, okay, for the most part. So this is my caveat. I am doing this for some element of fun, for some element to, scratch my spectrum itch, okay? And I mean that with all due respect, okay? I love to pore over statistics and stats and make spreadsheets and color code them right. And I hope that possibly it can be something that you guys use in some way. Okay, and I'm not going to tell you that this is foolproof. This is a lock. This is going to predict who's going to score. Absolutely not. There's only 16 weeks, and it's going to take 10 weeks to even get some resemblance of maybe data we can pull from. But we're going to do it, and we're going to have fun. Here's how it works. Here's how I've built this out. And the reason I'm showing you all is so that on August 16th to September, whatever, when the NFL starts, which I believe is in 20 days. We are under 3 weeks from the NFL starting. I want to have your ideas so that you can help me add to this so that it's not week 7 and you're like, well, why didn't you do this? And I'm like, well, because I made this video week 0 and I asked for ideas and you didn't give them. So wait till next year. Okay, here's how this works. And yes, it's going to take a lot of effort on my end. Guys, here is the other deal. I don't know how to code, script, do any of that stuff. So anything that I do with data, I am hand doing, okay? I can build an Excel spreadsheet that tracks it and makes it look nice, but as far as getting the data into here, I have to do it myself. So here is how this is going to work. And this this part over here, okay, shows all the teams. I just am not, okay, I'll flash it for you, okay? You don't need to see all the teams, you understand it. So what I am going to do each week is I'm going to go in here, and let's say the Falcons are playing the Cardinals. I will go here and say, okay, the Cardinals just scored. The Falcons were on defense. It was in quarter 1. It was the first touchdown. It was a run at the running back position. It was a 16-yard run. And I haven't decided if I want to do the player yet, but just for fun, let's do James Conner. I also would need to figure out how to track players and their total number of touchdowns. And I want this chart is already a monstrosity, and I don't want it to be just absolutely insane. So we'll see, okay? And then in that game, next, Arizona scores again against Atlanta. It's still quarter 1. It's not the first touchdown. It was a pass this time to a receiver, and it was a 25-yard pass to Marvin Harrison Jr., okay? Marvin Harrison home run. I still got my mind on Dinger Tuesday, okay? And then finally, Atlanta gets on the board against Arizona, but this time it's in quarter 2. It's right before the end of the half, and it's a 4-yard rush for Bijan Robinson. Okay, I'm doing this quickly. And then the third quarter starts and Atlanta scores again against Arizona. It's third quarter. Kirk Cousins throws a long pass to, let's do a tight end this time. Okay, a 44-yard pass to Kyle Pitts. And then to end the game, Arizona has a touchdown against Atlanta in quarter 4. And this time it's a pass to tight end for 14 yards, McBride. Okay, so that's all the touchdowns scored in the game. Okay, I'm going to do this for every game of the year, every single thing. Okay, so this is going to get massive. But what we have is a breakdown, and I have not color-coded this yet. I'm going to set a formula and a conditional format so that all of these are color-coded, so it's easy to look at and say, okay, green, these are high-powered offenses, red, these are not, yellow is somewhere in between. So forgive me for that. I promise I will have it before the season actually starts. But you can see here, all right, Arizona on the season has 3 offensive scored, 1 rushing, 2 passing. Their average rushing touchdown is 16 yards. Their average passing touchdown is 20 yards. They have 1 running back, 1 receiver, and 1 tight end touchdowns. They scored twice in quarter 1, not in quarter 2 or quarter 3, but they did score in quarter 4. Their defense has allowed 2 touchdowns, 1 rushing, 1 passing, average rushing yards, 4-yard touchdown for a rush, 44 for a pass, none to a QB, 1 to a running back, none to a receiver, 1 to a tight end, and they allowed the touchdowns in the second and third quarter. Okay, then here at the bottom, we have the first touchdown segment. And again, I try to be more detailed than I was last year. Okay, so we have 1 first touchdown scored in the game. Obviously, there's only going to be 16 of these per week. 1 rushing touchdown. See, I've already, oh no, the defense is down here. Okay, this is offense and defense. Okay, so it was a 16-yard rush by a running back. Okay, down here in Atlanta, we have 1 allowed, 1 rushing allowed, an average of 16 yards to a running back. Okay, so some of the flaws I noticed last year were that I accounted for running backs only on the ground. So like if a running back scored a receiving touchdown, you just saw that the running back scored. And I can see it both ways. I think there's an argument to be made that it was a passing play, so maybe it wasn't intended to a running back. He happened to catch it and score, which maybe kind of dilutes the data a little bit, because when you see running back, you think it was a run, and so the running back maybe he's getting more opportunities than he actually is. I digress. The point is I've tried to make this as detailed as possible. I was interested in seeing also by quarter, our team scoring early, our team scoring late. I also think this data could be useful to other things. Okay, I wanted to expand just on first betting touchdowns, which is what I had been focusing on, and I wanted to go more broad because, like home run bets, anytime touchdown scorers are one of the most popular bets for the NFL. And I know people are going to want to try to make informed decisions. And again, I say informed decisions because I personally don't think what I'm doing here is going to be predictive. I think it can be helpful in letting you feel good about the decisions you're making with your money. But I don't think by week 12, you're going to be able to get on this sheet and go, ooh, what does Green Beans Go got cooking for us today? Okay, Chicago's definitely going to score a rushing touchdown to Cincinnati because, okay, but that's the other thing that's cool. You can look and you can say, all right, Chicago's playing Cincinnati this week. They have 10 rushing touchdowns. Cincinnati down here is allowing the most rushing touchdowns in the league. Maybe we look at DeAndre Swift. I believe he's with Chicago now, okay? So that's the purpose of this. And again, guys, I don't like to endorse gambling, okay? When I place bets, it is promo backed, it is high value bets, all right? But I know people do it. And if you feel better by having some data to back you up, by golly, allow me to provide that data to you at no cost. All I ask is that you come around once in a while, you watch some of my videos, and you engage with the channel. So please engage with the channel right now. If you can think of any other thing that I should add to this before the season kicks off in 20 days, please let me know. I'm not going to promise I'll be able to do it, but if there's other data that you think would be somewhat easy to incorporate and track into this, and put it on my sheet, I would be happy to consider it. All right, I've run this through my brain, and this is kind of where I feel comfortable, but I'm happy to hear some other ideas from the community. I kind of laid out my schedule. We'll get to that in a little bit, but I'm going to try, oh boy, don't hold me to this, okay? I don't want to be made a liar out of you, but make a liar out of myself. But my goal is to have a video a day for NFL. I want to do NFL picks. I want to do NFL touchdown previews. I want to do college football picks and previews. I want to do my typical NFL weekly ranking. I have something cooked up with another channel where we're going to kind of have like a head-to-head contest for picks every week. More info to come on that later. But let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know your ideas, and we'll see what happens, man. This is a beginning of a beautiful thing, and I'm glad you're with me.